Hello and welcome back, Capricorn. Thank you for tuning back in with me for this month's Zodiac Wheel reading. Big month for you, Capricorns. Big year for you, Capricorns. Why? Well, because we have a stellium happening in Capricorn, and we also have a solar eclipse today, actually. The 6th, the 5th to 6th of January is the partial solar eclipse in Capricorn, and as of the 5th of January through to the 7th, 8th of January, the stellium will be in effect in Capricorn. And what is making up the stellium is the Sun with the solar eclipse, and the Sun's in Capricorn. So happy birthday, Capricorn. Received some beautiful cards for Christmas, so they've been a lovely gift, and I'm learning how to use them, and I am incorporating them into my Zodiac Wheel readings. So the next card that I'll use to explain is, I've just got to find them. I've got them. Here we are. The Moon is also in Capricorn. So through these next few days and early weeks of January. And then we have Mercury in Capricorn, and we have Saturn in Capricorn, and Pluto in Capricorn. So that makes up our stellium. So we have the Sun, which is the sense of the self, and it also represents our birthday when the Sun returns to our own sign. It is our birthday month. And then we also have the Moon, and the Moon governs emotions, intuitions, and the cycle of change. So the Moon's in Capricorn, so there is a change going on for you, Capricorn. And if you listen to the messages of Mercury, because Mercury always carries the messages of the gods and is known as the messenger of the gods, there will be some very helpful messages that you receive from Source and your higher self, as well as communication with others and like-minded people. And you also, with Mercury too, it is the desire to share your ideas and to be heard. So, you know, instead of not taking the road to demand that someone listens to you, just ask that they hear you. Because Saturn, your ruler, Saturn is the ruler of Capricorn, so Saturn is the hard taskmaster, and Saturn is known as the Lord of Karma. So it's a hard teacher, Saturn, and you know, when we got Saturn on our tail, it's like, it sort of feels like everything's just full of nothing but responsibility and duties and all of that sort of, you know, tasks that you have to complete. But the beauty of Saturn often can't be recognised until the Saturn has passed through the transit that is affecting us, and we then see the results and the rewards of all our hard work and the lesson that we learnt from those tasks and challenges. And Pluto is also in Capricorn, and Pluto brings with it issues of power and control, as well as finding the freedom that we all seek. So Pluto, any structures that have been, you know, maintained over a long period of time in one's life, you can find those structures being removed or torn down now. It's a bit like the Tower, but Pluto has a very intense energy, so it feels very intense and possibly scary at the time, but it's ultimately wanting you to take you to your freedom. So for example, someone may hate the job that they do, and they don't want to have to go to work and do that job every day, but they're scared of losing the job because of the money, and then they lose the job, so then they think that that's the worst thing that could possibly happen to them, but they've actually created losing that job in the sense of their desire to be free of that mundane, annoying, pointless, you know, daily activity that they have to do. The only thing that they're getting from it is money, if you understand what I mean. So in a sense, you create it's a creation of the desire to not do that job anymore that has actually put you in a position where you don't have enough money, but you have the freedom. So Pluto in Capricorn is there to help create a new foundation without having to completely destroy the old one before you can start building the new one, really, and that will give you that sense of freedom. So really powerful energies affecting Capricorn at the moment, which isn't a bad thing, because it just is showing that, you know, you're evolving and going into the next stage of your evolution. So with all these planets in the first few weeks making up this stellium in Capricorn, just it is an energy that gives the effect of having of control and authority. So it's a try to not be too hard on yourself or others. You know, it's a time to, you know, just take check of where we're coming from. Is it a place of love that you're coming from, or is it a place of ego and desire driven ambition that you're coming from? And only we can look at ourselves and recognize that. So as I said, just take it easy on yourself and take it easy on others, and you will learn great new insights through this period, Capricorn. So I won't leave those all out. I will put them over there, and with my other new deck of cards, which are all very slippery and shiny and new, and I am, you know, using them as much as I can so I can learn the new cards as well. So I'd like to ask and invite the angels and guides to join me in this reading, and I ask for the messengers for Capricorns for January 2019 for their highest good and for the good of all. As I said, they're a little bit slippery, Capricorn. Maybe I need to put a cloth down with these new cards. Alright, so now this reading for Capricorn is also for Capricorn ascendants and or rising sign, you may know it as, and Capricorn moon sign people as well. So, how the world sees you and your persona to the world here is represented and being influenced by the Three of Wands, which is you patiently waiting for your ship to come in, basically. In this case, with this reading, it could very well be a spaceship. In many other cards, it's actually more, you know, a normal sea-going ship, but waiting nonetheless, and it's coming. So don't worry, Capricorn, it's on its way. And the world sees you as being in a good place, or people see you as being in a good place in your life. So the message I'm getting here is, you know, just reflect on that when you're feeling a little bit down or blue, that where you've got to so far is a good place, and you're in a good place, and there's always someone less fortunate than yourself. Now, this is the Judgment card. So, seeking enlightenment and asking for guidance. It's a very spiritual energy from the Judgment card. Now, it's in the position of the zodiac wheel where you value your own self-worth and how you earn your resources and things like that. So don't be too hard on yourself. Others will, you know, be hard on you, so there's no need for you to give yourself a hard time as well. And, you know, don't listen too much to the good opinion of others either, Capricorn. I mean, yeah, take it on board and hear what they've got to say, but it's a case of, you know, if you know you're coming from a place of true intent, and you're doing, your actions are coming from a place of love, then you've got nothing to be having to judge yourself on, really. But you still need to go within and check within yourself, is that where you're coming from, or are you coming from a place of ambition and greed? So only you will know that, Capricorn. Though Capricorns are quite a sensitive energy, so it's not usual that they are coming from somewhere that is, you know, out to do damage or cause chaos to others. Now, it's also showing that through this month of January here, your ability to communicate is going to be strong, and you will be making yourself clear, and you will be hearing what others need to relay to you, as well as you will be heard in return. So there's strong connections there with siblings as well, so brothers and sisters, and your neighbourhood is for some reason showing up here to be also a significant influence, and needing to communicate for some reason with those in your neighbourhood, and short journeys. So you're sort of feeling that you want to get away, but you don't want to go too far from home. In the base of our wheel, which is our foundation and the IC, you have the moon influencing that. So that's prophecy and things being revealed that you weren't aware of. It's also indication of the lunar eclipse time. So the lunar eclipse is in January 22nd, 23rd of, 21st or 22nd, sorry. 21st, 22nd January. So that's later in the month, but so there's a significant events unfolding around the home, because the full moon is a culmination period, and an eclipse is will show you where the strongest influence will be felt over the next 6 months. So when the eclipse is actually taking place, take note of things and events that are going on in your life at the time, because it has a 6-month span of energy that lasts from an eclipse because they're quite powerful. But I feel that the home is quite happy, and you're definitely shooting for the moon when it comes to your home, house and property, Capricorn. 5th house here is influenced by the 9 of Pentacles. So, you know, in the area of your pleasures and your enjoyment of life and your children, you are, you know, very prosperous and very generous and giving of what you've been able to achieve here with the 9 of Pentacles. So feeling quite content and able to provide for not only yourself but others. So you really are interested in enjoying yourself through January, Capricorn, and sharing it with those you love, and letting, like, it's also about matters of the heart. So anyone that you do feel you know, very fond of and are close to, you will be showering them with abundance of generosity, really. 6th house we're looking at here is the 5 of Swords. So if sometimes I think work really gets to you and you just want to turn your back on it and walk away, but you know, maybe you can't do that as often as you can. So, you know, you are known for all your hard work, Capricorn, and you do work so hard. If anyone wants a job done, they should employ a Capricorn. But, you know, and even though you love to know that you've done a good job and you know, you've worked hard, sometimes you just want to pick up your swords and walk, you know, go home. So that's the energy that you've got in your workhouse at the moment. So you know, and maybe it's a case of you also need to not be so diligently going to work if you're not feeling well, because your health is also indicated in this area of the wheel, and if you're not feeling well, then you should not push yourself and be working. You should have the day off and rest so that you can work at a full capacity, instead of maybe, you know, not feeling well and being there because of your sense of duty and actually not really doing much to be of assistance because you're not feeling well. You'd be better off at home recuperating. Now we also have here in your house of partnerships the Star. Now the Star is a beautiful card because it is full of all your hopes and goals, and Pandora's box, which does bring out all the skeletons and ghosts of the past with it, but it also brings that star of hope and the wish being fulfilled. So don't give up hope, Capricorn. If you're trying to enter into a new business partnership, this is saying that is something that you can hope for and will see come to pass with anyone that is in a relationship, and they're hoping for maybe a few adjustments and changes to take place in the relationship. That's also showing that will come to pass as well. So you know, working well in progressing the partnership parts of your life. 8th house here is being influenced by the devil. So there is something that is going to tempt you. And when we're being tempted by what is known as the devil card, it isn't always necessarily a good thing that is tempting you. So be careful. Be careful, because the 8th house and the energies that are come from the 8th house are to do with finances and resources, and you know, like, it's not saying that you won't get the credit card, for example, but you might be being tempted to take a credit card that is way more money than what you can actually afford to pay back, you know. So if you only want a $2,000 credit card, for example, but the institution is trying to talk you into a $12,000 credit card, don't be tempted to take the $12,000. You know what I mean? Because you might end up getting yourself into worse trouble. So that's the main message there with your finances and resources, and dealing with money, loans or anything like that from other people. Don't be tempted to take more than what you know you're capable of paying off, if that's the case. Otherwise, yeah, it is showing that you're also, for some of you, may find yourself feeling that material bondage where, you know, you're sort of a slave to paying your debts, or you're a slave. You're feeling that. That's how you're feeling. You're feeling bonded and shackled, and you know. Just keep persevering. It's a good sign that your diligence will bring rewards. Ninth house here, Capricorn. Oh, how beautiful. You got the 10 of Cups. Love, happy home, a home full of love, family. You've even got the dog and the cat. So I just feel here that that's your philosophy, to just make your immediate environment as loving and comfortable, and spend as much time with those that you love that you can. So yeah, and if you're looking for inspiration and things like that, you're looking to get it from those nearest and dearest to you that you love, and they can give it to you as well. Now here in the midheaven of our wheel is the 6 of Pentacles. So a lot of generosity coming your way. This is also a sign of a windfall, so you may get a little bit lucky, and if not, then there's generosity coming from others. Presents, well, it's your birthday month. Happy birthday, Capricorn. I think you're going to get rather spoilt, and in the position that it is, in the zenith position in our midheaven, it's how it's also how the world sees you, or other people see you. It's your career path. So really, Capricorn, you're under some really shining stars, and I do feel that financially you're going to be setting yourself up very well this year, and you will be getting the recognition from all areas of your life, including work and career, friends and family. And here we have your hopes and wishes being realised, and this is the 4 of Wands influencing the area that is pertaining to our friendship groups and our hopes and wishes, and how we visualise and to manifest and create our hopes and wishes into our life. And you're doing a good job here. You're able to manifest a very solid foundation, and a very happy home, and a nice home, and that is one of the most important things to you, is to have that solid foundation so that you can go out and conquer the world, really, Capricorn. But try not to demolish the world, you know. Conquering is fine, but yeah, or conquering your own little world. Now, in your subconscious, or where you're coming from, that is often hidden from yourself as well as from others, you're calling a truce, and you're learning how to quieten your mind so that you don't overthink things too much. So yeah, try not to do too much overthinking, Capricorn. Now I'll also use these other beautiful cards that I was given for Christmas from my beautiful stepdaughter and her partner, Abby and Jess. And here is our confirmation card from our animal medicine cards. So I ask Spirit to stay with me through this reading and ask for confirmation of this reading for Capricorn for 2019 for their highest good and the good of all. Ooh, there we go, Capricorn. They all popped out. How many have we got? 3 messages. Okay. So, one at a time. So, we'll start off here. First confirmation card is the Emperor, and it is Dear Mouse Medicine. So, Dear Mouse Medicine says, structure and organisation are important right now. Don't be afraid to take on a leadership role as you have much wisdom to offer. Well, I can't see how Capricorn won't be taking on any leadership roles with the Sun, the Moon, Mercury, Saturn and Pluto and a solar eclipse all influencing them. So, yeah, I definitely feel that that's for sure. So, you know, it could even be promotions coming. There's definitely financial abundance in the plenty. Now, the next message is the 6 of Spring, and it's Rescue Dog Mixed Breed. So, Rescue Dog Medicine is saying you may receive a promotion. Be chosen for a scholarship or find that you're singled out for special recognition. You've done an amazing job and you deserve all the attention. Well, there you go. That speaks for itself, doesn't it? So do you want me to read that again? Because congratulations, Capricorns. You may receive a promotion, be chosen for scholarship or find that you're singled out for special recognition. You've done an amazing job and you deserve all the attention. And our third message is the High Priestess, and it is Owl Medicine. What a beautiful card. So not only are you being recognised and showing that you are the natural born leader that you actually are, and you're being recognised for that and given accolades and promotions, you are also being given, this is a time to pause and reflect, not to take action. Trust in your spiritual gifts as nothing is hidden from your divine intuition. You are also learning to trust your intuition and to listen to source energy and your higher self. Listen to the quiet voice. Hear the quiet voice. The one that whispers, Capricorn. That's the one that will always put you in the right place and on the right path. Beautiful. Beautiful. That is a beautiful spread. I can't say any more than that. I see promotion, I see abundance in financial terms and resources. I see happiness, love and travel overseas, as well as in your mind, in your mind's eye sort of thing. So, you know, that could even pertain to astral travelling. And your hopes and wishes for partnerships and relationships. You've got to, the only caution is to try to not let temptation guide you, because it could end you up in financial, maybe not financial difficulty, but it's not going to be your best hour. if you make a foolish decision there. But yeah, other than that, it's a great month ahead that you really are coming into in your birthday month, Capricorn, and into a year that the Capricorn energies are really there for you to use for your own highest good. So thank you, Capricorn. Namaste.